Hola, hola guys. Within the next 48 hours, I'll be heading to California. My head and my heart are about to explode. So I decided to draw my life. One, because my room looks like a hot mess. And two, because I'm crying every single 5 minutes and I cannot be on camera with watery eyes. So let's go. I was born in Bogota, Colombia, home of the best coffee in the world, the hips of Shakira, and where Pablo Escobar got started. At the age of 7, my parents decided to give us a better life, and all of a sudden, I was saying goodbye to my family on a plane and heading to Utah. I asked my parents why Utah, and their response is, well, I don't know. I think they closed their eyes, pointed to a map, and Utah it was. Growing up, it was tough. I was bullied at school, had to take care of my baby brother when my parents had to work. We were so broke that we had to eat turkey and beans for 3 months in a row. If we were lucky, we had an egg once in a while. We tried to make that turkey all kinds of ways. Cook, grill, hot sauce, no hot sauce, fried, baked, upside down, right side up, you name it. My dad can't even eat turkey till this day. Even though we were broken, we didn't know the language, we had our fun little times that I can go back and laugh at it right now. For instance, I'm pretty sure all immigrants' parents make their child translate every single word. And I used to get away with this at school. When the teacher said I was doing bad, I told them I was a wonderful student. I remember my baby brother had a talent show, and the teacher sent a letter saying bring an item inside a sack so the other student can guess what it is. Well, we didn't know what a sack was, but we sure did know what a sock was. So my baby brother ended up taking a car in a sock. At the age of 10, I joined a group that went around trying to make peace and awareness happen. I traveled telling my story to universities, mayors. I went to Florida to speak with the Make-A-Wish Foundation CEO. I got invited to the White House by Laura Bush. And I even spoke in front of thousands of people in the United Nations. I remember everybody stood up and gave me a standing ovation. That was pretty cool. But unfortunately that group ended. When I went to middle school, everybody seemed to know what they wanted to do when they grew up. I hated the question when they asked me, what do you want to do when you grow up? I started distancing myself from everybody, started gaining weight, and didn't even smile at all. I was just a very sad girl. It was like a black cloud that I couldn't get away from. To a point that I even had to drop out without telling my parents, because I kept changing majors like a girl changes clothes when they want to go out. So that made me even more depressed. I left the house to go live with a roommate, and I can honestly say that was the worst decision I have ever made in my life. That was when the bills started piling up. I broke my wrist, had my car stolen, and I even lost my job. I ended up moving back to my parents' house. I started getting myself together, started going back to school, found myself a new job, started paying off all those bills. It amazes me how fast you can go to collections just within a few months. And when I thought I was inside a black tunnel, one day sitting down in a restaurant, my parents said the same question that I hated so much throughout my life. For the first time in my life, I was honest with them and myself. The truth was, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I tried so many career paths and nothing interested me that I ended up dropping out. One thing that captured my eyes was music, but my mom always told me have a degree and then go to music. I hated that idea to spend so many years trying to get a paper and not even use it, but my dad said why not be an audio engineer? That's when the light really turned on. I look back in my early years when I was 7 or 8, when I started writing music, and everything just made sense. I wrote music, poems, rhymes, and a little rap here and there. So I made up my mind, and I said I'm going to be a songwriter and audio engineer. My passion to pursue my dreams became an obsession. My head always kept thinking, what will be my next move? I picked out March 29, like my parents picked out Utah. And now that it's here, I'm freaking out. It's because it's time to work hard, to stop being shy and start grinding for what I have prepared myself to go after. Now that I have everything packed and the time is here, I really don't know what lies for me tomorrow, in a month, or even in a year. I don't know how I'll make it, but all I know is I'm taking one step at a time. And I know that I have this rare condition that will not let me stop until I make it. So I invite you guys to click that little subscribe button so you can see my roller coaster life, all the crazy adventures that I'm going to get myself into. Because I'm sure when I do the part 2 of this Draw My Life, there will be so many crazy things that I'm going to draw for you guys. And stay tuned for the next video when I show you guys my very emotional road trip. Ciao, ciao, guys.